what's up guys? Welcome back. Konami, a few days ago, Konami released more information about Crossed Souls, Crossover Souls, one of the new sets that's coming out really soon, I believe, for the TCG. It's going to be somewhere in May, I believe, so in a few months. We've got information that, again, like in previous sets, Konami is going to release more Monarch support. And the first few support cards are the Vassals. You might have seen them. I believe it was somewhere last year where I think the OCG got a promo Vassal. I think it was the water one, the water with the one with the water attribute. That when it's tribute for a tribute summon, you could bounce back. I think up to 2 cards from your opponent's back row back to his hand. I believe that was the correct effect. It was decent, but not that great. But now, yeah, I'm not really sure, but I think also these Vassals from Crossed Souls are OCG exclusive for the moment being, so I'm not sure if we are getting them in the TCG. Anyway, so let's take a quick look. I think we have 5 of them. 5 of them are going to be in Crossed Souls. The first one is, I think, the better one. The one it's called Garm, the Storm Vassal. Of course, it's the smaller Ryza with the Wind attribute. They all have the effect that when they are tributed or when they are special summoned, you can't special summon from your extra deck during the turn. They are special summoned from your hand. So Konami is going into a way that Monarch-oriented decks aren't allowed to have an extra deck or can't use their extra deck in a duel, and that's a restriction I don't like. Anyway, the first one, Garm. You can get it on board if you return a tribute summoned monster from your side of the field back to your hand. So it's something like JNX Ally Birdman. Another effect that it has is that when it's tributed for a tribute summon, you can add 1 monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your deck to your hand. So pretty much another Vassal, except of course Garm itself. Its last effect is that you can only use each effect of Garm once per turn, so it's decent. The second one is the Earth one, Landrobe, the Rock Vassal, so a smaller Grandmark. It's also decent, just like Garm. You can special summon your Landrobe to the field by putting 1 monster from your opponent into face down defense position. So again, a very decent effect, a Tsukuyomi-alike effect, and also very decent if when your Landrobe is tributed for a tribute summon, you can target 1 monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense in your grave, except of course Landrobe itself, and add it to your hand. So it's a small loop, a small combination going on with both Garm and the Landrobe. But yeah, I'm not really sure. They are both decent. The third one, is the Thunder type. It's called Mithra, the Thunder Vassal. You can again special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, your opponent gets 1 token, 1 Vassal token, I believe level 1, 800 attack, 1000 defense. So that's I think the downside of the card. Your opponent gets a useless token, but that's not important. Your Mithra then is a tribute father for your Monarchs, your Mega Monarchs. Again, if you activate its effect, you can also special summon monsters from your extra deck. So again, a small bummer on the card. But yeah, its second effect is that you can activate this effect. You can tribute 1 monster during your main phase this turn, in addition to your normal summon or set. So again, it's decent. So both your Wind, your Rock, and your Earth and your Thunder type are, I think, the more decent ones, because your fourth one is Lucius. So no picture just yet. It's a smaller chaos, and you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing 1 level 5 or higher monster from your grave. So most of the time it will be a Monarch or a Mega Monarch to get it on board. And then I think, yeah, when it's tributed for a tribute summon, you can reveal all set cards your opponent controls, and your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. So it's not that great. It's decent at most. Then the last one, the fire one, the one with the fire attribute, the smaller Testalos, is I think the worst one. You can discard one card and special summon this card from your hand that already nukes it. And then yeah, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck for the rest of the turn. And if this card is distributed for a tribute summon, you can look at your opponent's hand and banish one card, which is good. Although the card returns to your opponent's hand until the end phase, in the end phase I have to say. So your Berlin's, your Fire Vassal is I think the worst one from the 5. Yeah, I think, yeah, all in all, the Vassals are, Konami, it's a great idea, although the point, if you're playing a Monarch deck, the point of Monarchs is to generate advantage when they are summoned. Banish something from your opponent, return something from their field to the top of the deck, discard something from their hands. You want to have that plus when you use their effect, when you get them on board, and that's something the Vassals really don't do. Sure, they provide tribute fodder for your Monarchs. You can get their extra effects if you're playing with the Mega Monarchs, like you can tribute your Mithra, your Thunder, get Suborg's extra effect. Same with Lucius to get Mega Kaiser's extra effect. But then again, that you don't really generate advantage, and that's something like the Treeborn engine does. Treeborn Frog returns to your field every standby phase, so it provides free tribute fodder, and that's something the smaller Vassals don't really do. You aren't really generating advantage. And that's something I don't like at this moment, because I'm sure that Konami is going to release more support for these smaller Vassals, or yeah, for Monarchs in general, like the field spell, which is going to be in the next video. But at this moment I'm not really sure that Vassals are that great to run in a separate deck. Maybe in something like a Tribute Stun deck, but yeah, at this moment I'm not really liking the cards. They're decent at most. So guys, if you have any suggestions, if you have any opinions about these Vassals, you can leave them down below. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lead them signing out. Peace.